I was recently at my locally used game store and I came across one of my favorite games of all time, Sonic CD on the Sega CD or Sega Mega CD if you're outside of the United States. It was only $5 and disc is in near mint condition, even if the case isn't. I knew right away that I wanted to review this, but there's two problems. First, I do not own a Sega CD. I do not even have a Genesis as of this moment, so that would have set me back a lot, except I do own Sonic Gems collection on the GameCube. One of the games is Sonic CD that's included on here. Now, that brings me to the second problem, is I do not have a way to record footage from my TV, so I'm screwed. Now, I could have just downloaded the PC version, but that brings me to the third problem. I could not find the full version of the PC port anywhere. And I obviously don't want to just review the demo. So what I did was I ripped the disk image onto my computer, and I can play it directly from there using an emulator. Now, I'd like to point out that this is legal, as I do own an actual copy of the game. That being said, here are my honest thoughts on Sonic CD.
One thing I really like about Sonic CD is that, well, the graphics are excellent. Not just for the time, they're really good today, and it has some nice 3D effects, such as when you go up certain ramps. The music is just awesome. I mean, it took advantage of the Sega CD being able to produce actual CD quality audio, which really helped. Now, I've heard the Japanese soundtrack is like a million times better than the American one. If that's true, then it must be unbelievably awesome, because the American one is near perfect. I also like how you can travel through time if you pass through certain signposts and get up enough speed. My only real complaint about it is that the levels are a little bit convoluted, and some of them it's just really hard to find your way around. And that you can't play as anyone but Sonic, which, for Tails fans, that's kind of bad. Other than that, it's a great game. It's just wonderful. I mean, I also love how it opens with a fully animated FMV that looks as good as some of the later cartoons featuring Sonic. It really helps set the tone for the game, and the actual game is a lot like that, minus the rainbows coming out of your shoes most of the time. If you want to play Sonic CD, then in addition to the Sega CD version, or Mega CD in Europe, it's also available in Sonic Gems collection for the GameCube. Now, it also contains Sonic the Fighters, which is an arcade game, and Sonic R, which is a Saturn game. Those are, well, the main attraction is Sonic CD, so I suggest picking it up. It also has, okay, fine, I'll tell you. It also has both Vector Man games on the Genesis, which I really love, so pick it up if you get the chance, or pick up the original if you have a Sega CD.